Ethan always enjoyed holidays and gatherings with friends. At first, just a glass of wine in good company, lively conversations, and happy memories. But gradually the drinks grew stronger and the get-togethers became more frequent. Work was stressful and home felt uncomfortable. That's how he saw it, so he poured himself another drink again and again. At first, it all seemed innocent. A few days here and there when fatigue piled up, Ethan allowed himself to drink a little extra. He believed he was in control, but his body and mind were starting to break down. One evening, after an especially tough day, he didn't stop at half a bottle. He drank nearly everything he had at home. Sleeping was hard, his heart pounded, his thoughts scrambled, his face was burning with heat. He had no idea this was just the beginning of troubling changes in his body. Days blurred into nights. Ethan kept going back to the bottle to drown out his inner pain, but the sickness slowly took hold. Terrible anxiety, trembling hands, and sleepless nights. At some point, he began hearing voices, faint, invisible whispers that both encouraged and scared him. Sometimes he felt like someone was standing just behind the wall, watching him, even though he was home alone. His reflection in the mirror seemed like a stranger, and shadows on the floor turned into frightening creatures. Visual hallucinations also appeared. Flickering silhouettes, unclear figures, colors that didn't exist in reality. These visions terrified him, but the frustration of not being able to stop them was even worse. What scared Ethan most was unpredictability. In one moment, he could be clear-headed, and in the next, confused and afraid. His body was exhausted, and his mind refused to obey. He realized he couldn't keep going like this. One day, after an especially terrible night filled with terrifying visions and panic attacks, he decided to seek help. The first step was a call to a local addiction treatment center. There, they listened to him, ran diagnostics, and explained what was happening. Ethan was suffering from alcohol delirium tremens. They prescribed medication, supportive therapy, and gave him moral support. The first days were the hardest: withdrawal, pain, fear. But specialists and loved ones helped him stay strong. Gradually the symptoms eased, the voices grew quiet, and the hallucinations faded. Day by day, Ethan felt life returning to normal. His body gained strength, his mind cleared from nightmares. He began to regain what he had lost, trust in himself and those around him. He learned that fighting alone was impossible. The support from family and professionals helped him overcome the terrible binge and its consequences. Today, Ethan lives a healthy life and shares his story so others know. There is always a way out, even from the darkest labyrinths of the mind.